What's going on, ladies and gents? Yours truly, Mr. Handsome Malcolm in the building, aka Mr. Salt and Pepper. You probably see me on your Instagram. You probably see me on your YouTube. You probably see me all over your page. And if you have not, welcome. Just to introduce myself, I started my content creation journey probably around 2020 when the world was basically on hiatus. 2020 was like one of the best things that happened from a financial perspective, not from a health perspective, of course, but um, it's one of the best things that ever happened to me simply because it was kind of like it served like not many generations are granted an intermission. I'm not saying that it was the best thing, but life is 10% what it's thrown at you and 90% how you use it. So the way how I decided to use that intermission was to help expand my mind, help to learn more about finances, help me become financially literate, and that's what I've been able to do. And today I'm going to break down exactly how you can make over $10,000 every single month just using your phone. And how do I know it's possible? Because in the last 2 months, I've made over $30,000. Yeah, $30,000 strictly from my phone. So this is entirely possible. And I want to break down exactly how to do it today. Just so you can share this video with somebody that you care about or just save it for yourself. So let's get into the video. So let me get out my phone. So this is the phone that I literally made over $30,000, well, close to $10,000 a month, I would say. This is the phone right here. And the best thing about this is that you're a one-man team. Sometimes when you start a business, you have to depend on other people. But the best thing about having this type of business is that you could just depend on yourself. So if you want to work a lot of hours, you can work a lot of hours. If you want to work a small amount of hours, you can work small amount of hours. It's all about the work that you put in and the value that you provide. A lot of people like to say that it's all about the work that you put in, me included, and that's cliche. It's more about the value that you provide. So, for example, I tell you to do something and it doesn't really provide a lot of value and you don't get any results, and I have to make 67,000 videos just to get my point across. But if I can make one video that really teaches you exactly how to do what I'm actually educating you to do and you get results, then I provided enough value. So that's my idea with this video, and that's my idea with making any type of money. So before I continue further, I just want to kind of adjust your mindset a little bit. So making money can only come in two forms. You either have to sell a product or a service. You have to sell a product or a service. A lot of people misunderstand this, but I'm going to break it down for you. You have to either sell a product or a service. That's the only two ways that you make money. And if you look around you, you can see that I'm right. This jacket is a product. I bought it. Um, my shoes that I have on is a product. I bought it. This mic that I'm talking to you from is a product. I bought it. That's a product. Everything you see is a product. Somebody bought something. Everything that you see. This couch, this apartment, everything that you see is a product. So that's one way to make money. And the person who sells the product is the person who makes the money. And the person who gets the product is the person who loses the money. I want you to understand that because a lot of people think that making money, if you spend a lot of money, that means you're making money, but that's not true. Actually, that's evidence of you losing the money. So the only way to make money is to sell a product or a service. Now let's get to the service. This haircut that I have, I was offered a service. I bought a service. So my barber cut my hair for me. What can I say? Oh, if something's wrong with my pipe, and a plumber comes in and fixes my pipe, I bought a service. If my car is messed up and a mechanic fixes my car, I purchased a service. That is a service. So they sell their time. You see where I'm going? So you sell a product where you sell something physical, something tangible that somebody can get in exchange for their money, or you sell a service where you sell your time, your expertise. Right now, I'm about to go to work. I'm a medical professional. I sell my expertise where I help patients and I help doctors reach a conclusion. I sell my expertise that is a service. So service is more selling your time. Product is more selling a physical product is more selling physical product, but both of them make money. When I go to work, they give me a paycheck. I made money because I sold them my time. I sold them my service. I sold them my expertise. When I'm selling a product, I'm selling the individuals that actually purchase the product. I'm selling them something that they need, a tangible physical thing. So today we're going to focus on how to sell a product. A product is better to me because when you can sell a product, guess what? You can sell it to the masses. You can sell it to everybody. You can sell a product to any and everybody, whoever needs the product. So if I sell a jacket, a leather jacket, I could sell it to multiple people. Whereas when I sell a service, I can only sell it to one person. So usually a service is going to cost more money because you're having one customer at a time. Whereas a product is going to cost less money because one product you can just sell it over and over and over and over and over again. Does that make sense? All right, so let's go on to the next thing. Now, how are you going to sell a product through your now? Many years ago, there was a gentleman by the name of Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos decided he wanted to start a company. He wanted to start a business. He quit his job. He maxed out his 401k. He he liquidated his 401k, and then he took all of the money and he invested in this online internet business called Amazon. You probably heard of Amazon. Now, fast forward a couple decades, Amazon is one of the biggest e-commerce selling platforms in the world, and they sell a product. So Amazon is very big because it made everybody go on their phone. It allowed everybody to go on their phone and just press some buttons, and in 2 3 days you can get the product that you're looking for. But the problem with Amazon is that people go to Amazon. Amazon doesn't come to them. Does that make sense? So he had to do a lot of marketing just to get people to understand and trust Amazon. People go to Amazon, they download the app on their phone, and then they go to Amazon, right? But in 2022, there was something that came out that rivaled Amazon. You know what that is? That is called TikTok Shop. Now, remember when I said that Amazon is okay and it's good? People go to Amazon. That's something that TikTok Shop fixed, and the way TikTok Shop fixed it is by having TikTok Shop go to the customers. So TikTok Shop is where the customers are, right? On their phone through social media. Now, everybody has a social media account. I don't think I met anybody without a social media account. And a lot of people have TikTok. I think over 10 billion people have TikTok. So TikTok is 10 billion people are. So TikTok Shop is on TikTok. And TikTok Shop is like Amazon coming to the people who are scrolling on the phone. So if you're scrolling on your phone and you see a product that you want to buy, before you would have to leave the app and then go into Amazon in order to purchase it. But now you can just press a button and it'll be right there in your house in like 3 4 5 business days. That's the best thing about TikTok Shop. But TikTok Shop also has a problem too, because when you're scrolling on TikTok, you're only seeing creators. You're not seeing anything to buy. You're not seeing anything to sell. So what TikTok, they're very wise and they're very smart. They said, you know what, get the creators, the people who are actually on TikTok who are making content to promote products for us. Why don't we get them to promote products for us? They call us affiliates. And then when we sell a product, they give us a commission. So say this jacket's $300. If I put on the jacket and I say, hey, listen, guys, I got this jacket. I really like it a lot. And you guys should purchase it. Here's the link down below. Just click it. If you buy it from my video and the jacket $300, you spend $300 because you want the jacket. I get probably $100 out of that because I made the sale, and the person who sells the jacket, the actual company who is not TikTok Shop, but the seller who is on TikTok Shop sells the jacket, they get $200, and TikTok Shop gets a little small piece of that as well. So everybody's happy. The person gets a jacket, the person who sold the jacket gets a commission, the manufacturer who made the jacket and actually shipping the jacket gets his cut, and TikTok gets their cut, and I make money. The person who sold it make money, and the person who bought it is happy because they really want the leather jacket, just like me. I shop on TikTok Shop myself. And it's just like Amazon. So that's how I've been able to make over $10,000 every single month, over $15,000 every single month. Now I have about 3 accounts. You could do this with any amount of accounts. You just have to live in the United States of America. And if you want to learn the step-by-step process, all you have to do is click the link in the description, and I'll show you exactly how to do it step by step, my strategy, and how I do it. Because it's very advantageous. Anybody could do this. Anybody could do this. As long as you have a phone and you know how to record yourself, and as long as you like to shop, you can definitely do this. So get this, and also make sure that you click the link in the description, and hopefully you learned something today, because it's my job to inspire you guys, or I'm very passionate about inspiring you guys. So hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say, and that's how I've been able to make over $10,000. And let me show you guys the proof. Then let me go to one of my accounts here. Give me a second. Let me go to one of my accounts here. See, look, this is one of my accounts right here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Already I've made over $65. Hopefully you guys can see it. Just today. The time is 8:07. If we go back in the last 3 days, I've made over three. So that's what's possible. That's literally what is possible. In the last 7 days, I made over 3,000. That's what's possible with TikTok Shop. So I want you guys to really understand how powerful this is. Tap the link in the description just so that you guys can learn so you can earn. Guys, take care. Let me go. Hopefully you learned something. You're welcome.